Hello Goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes, reviewing a blend I've had in the cabinet for a little while now. I thought I'd open it today. It's actually one of my favourites. I don't think I've mentioned it before though. It is Cornell and Deal's Cajun Cake. It's a pretty remarkable blend to my taste. It's kind of laid back, but it's got a bit of oomph to it. I seem to be saying two different things there. Okay, so it comes as this amazing plug. And the aroma is just smells like nothing I've ever smelt before. It's like swampy Perique. Okay, you're thinking, well, he's really being led by the picture on there. You can smell the bayou. But I got a feeling that the illustrator was led by the aroma of the tobacco. So, technically it's a vapour, Virginia's and Perique. And yet, sometimes that tells you all you need to know, and sometimes it tells you nothing. And in this blend, I feel the label of vapour tells you nothing. It's quite a satisfying smoke, but it's not a full flavoured smoke, and that appeals to me on occasion. What I mean is, the tobacco has some strength, and so it doesn't rely on like a full flavour profile to sort of grab you. It's got the strength. It's kind of like sits in the middle, so you can sort of, you're really sensing it. The Perique is really working hard. It's kind of everywhere. It's like in your nose, on your tongue. It's kind of, it's quite peppery after a couple of puffs. Starts out very tame, but it builds quite nicely. I think the Virginias are really there to sort of try and tame the whole thing, which it does to some extent. Perique is a strong tobacco. But as a whole, the flavour's not doing lots and lots. So it's quite earthy, Perique in that, in that kind of swampy, figgy, earthy sense. There's a sprinkle of this kind of like cinnamon sweetness, if you know what I mean. Cinnamon isn't sweet, but it kind of gives you this suggestion of sweetness, and that's kind of like what you get here. It's not sweet, but it hints at being sweet. It's aromatic in that sweet scent. The plug comes really dry. It's a pretty dry, compact plug, and I sort of shave it with one of those guys, X-Acto blades. Shaves quite easily, and just two lights and you're just away. It's just really nice that it does something different. You'd have to be able to appreciate slightly stronger tobaccos. I mean, I wouldn't say this was like Bold Kentucky, but it's getting there. If you like things on the sweeter, milder side, you might be taken aback by this fellow. If you like things on the darker, earthier side, on the stronger, definitely on the stronger side of medium, then you could go for this. It's got, I like to say, it's got a hollow middle, which is a really curious phrase, but if you know guitars, if any of you are musicians, quite often you're sort of looking for a hollow middle. It's got some oomph, it's got some top end. Mind you, other guitars like to hit right in the middle, but this is like hollow middle, a kind of woody sound almost. I kind of do like a bit of synesthesia with that. It's like a hollow sound in taste form. That makes not much sense, I'm sure. But I do come back to it time and time again. It's got something about it that is very curious. Maybe that's the best way to say it. If you generally like vapors, definitely try it out. If you like stronger tobaccos, try it out. I don't know where this falls in strength because I don't inhale, but I'm sensing the strength. It's got this sort of richness that I'm associating with strength. Maybe that's the best way to put it. So there you go. I really recommend it. I don't know if I've ever put it in my top 10. Because I don't think it's one of those blends that I would come to every day. But I like to have it in my cellar. And if it's not in my cellar, I keep thinking, I need to get that in my cellar. There was one time in my last tin of it, I had a small cube left, and I sort of like hung on to that small cube until I finally did another buy from the US. I had that small cube for, it must have been about a year. I couldn't bear the idea of smoking it and running out, even though I don't smoke it very often. And there you go. All right, that's it for this slightly rambling review. I'm going to try and get it together to do that Dear Eldritch. I just got to get myself together. There was a bank holiday in the UK, so we were off doing other things, which means I'm sort of a day behind myself. I'm kind of like chasing my tail, which is all right. I kind of don't mind that. I like having lots to do. But we'll have to see. If it doesn't happen this one, then there'll be an extra large, extra long, extra episode of Dear Eldritch next week. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. All right. Some of you might be pleased to see that the acorn is finally out again after lots and lots of the reverse calabash. But that's enough rambling from me. Take it easy till next time. I'll see you soon. The Loyal Pipe Maker.